Good morning, Soul Tribe. It's Michelle with Sacred Spiritual Healer. Namaste for stopping by. The messages today come to you from Spirit and ask. The candle for today is, you'll notice it's a brown in color. It's also circular to represent earth for grounding. Spirit asks you ground yourself, not so much your base chakra. We've already cleared the chakras by the sound and vibration of my voice through this channel. Your chakras are cleared of any blockages. Your kundalini is rising or activated. Heart chakra is blessed and open with unconditional love. But Spirit says if you want for grounding, to find a brown candle, light a brown or earth tone color candle and light it for grounding purposes. And to give thanks to Mother Gaia. As the storms are brewing and Mother Gaia she's crying out for those of us that will heal her. Plant a tree, plant fruit-bearing shrubs or bushes, trees, etc. But to light the earth-toned candle to help yourself be grounded to Mother Earth. Namaste. The grounding, of course, crystal there is the black tourmaline. Going to get the overall energy for the collective, please, Spirit, with true and precise messages. Those of you that are new to the channel, thank you. And you can read about the energies of male, female, divine masculine, divine feminine in the link below. Just scroll down and it gives information regarding such. Here we have for overall energy for the collective itself, the solar eclipse revolution, number 44. This reminds me of the energy kind of revelation rather than revolution, but maybe it's a revolution is making things right, things coming to, it's been a battle. Maybe there's a war going on in the galactic souls of in the outer dimensions. But for the number 44 here, also reminds me, yeah, it looks like the eclipse here, but a lot of storms are brewing. I just keep getting a lot of storms are brewing before this next full moon. And like the other day, we did get the messages about, what was it? Sorry, I gotta read the note. The winds are, there it is. The winds are changing and the currents are turbulent. And when I had gotten those, I had visions of, visions of something that is happening and it's time to get prepared. Whether that's regardless to emergency preparedness, perhaps, for all of us. I have had many visions, but I'm not going to speak on them because I don't want to, I am a co-creator, a master manifester. I don't want to speak of things and have them manifest, but know that yes, you need to be prepared for emergency preparedness, whatever that is for your area. All right, Spirit, give us true and precise messages for the collective, please, for the recent past. True and precise messages for the recent past of the collective. Thank you, Spirit. And their counterpart, please. True and precise messages of the recent past of the collective's counterpart, the person they're thinking of. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to set these here for a second and splitting the deck, we have celebration and 4 of Wands. So yes, you are going to be coming together with loved ones around something to do with a celebration and this stability coming into union for soon. True and precise messages for today, please, Spirit, for the collective. True and precise messages. What energies do they have coming at them just today, please, Spirit, just today? have the Eight of Cups, the King of Wands. Sorry, I did feel like the energy was the Knight of Wands though, so perhaps your Knight of Wands has stepped it up, right? He's surrendered to spirit. And also with the King. One more, please, for the collective. One more, please, for today. Thank you. Or this could be you stepping up in your power. Those of you that maybe you were the one that was the Knight of Wands and stepped up your energy, taking your connection with this divine counterpart more seriously now. Perhaps you weren't sure of what this connection truly was. Spirit gives true, precise messages for the person that the collective is connected to, their divine counterpart. Please, their twin soul, their soulmate, whoever it is that their heart is with. Their true love at a distance. Thank you. Okay, enough. Let's not get carried away. Out of sexual energy with this group. Not complaining, just this devil energy. I get the feeling that this is coming through as a lot of sexual, sensual energy towards you. Their sacral chakra clearly is activated. And thinking about you passionately. I know over the last few days I probably held back if I felt, if you sensed that the readings felt like I was holding stuff back, it was because the visions I get sometimes I don't want to speak of, simply because one, it's not that I'm afraid of offending someone or what someone would think, it's because I don't want to manifest it. I don't want it to speak and have someone be like, that was why. But nonetheless, my reading today did come up out of this, is a crow, the crow card, and that speaks of being honest and true and speaking our truth and not alluding to the truth, not just giving partial truth, not only hinting to the truth, which when I was saying before about storms brewing, the winds, the currents, etc., yeah, there may be earthquakes coming, there may be tornadoes, there may be different catastrophic events occurring. Mother Earth is crying out at this time. This full moon is very important at this time, I take it. That, yeah, I have had a lot of visions that I haven't spoken on. So, the crow card for me was that I need to stop holding back. So if some of the things that I speak of seem a little harsh, it's because I can't keep holding back for the sake of not being politically correct. I can't keep holding back for if your feelings are hurt. So if your feelings are hurt, I apologize now. If it's too blunt, too bold, I'm just speaking what Spirit sends to me, and not going to keep buffering, maybe. That would be the word. All right. Not saying that I'm not going to start cussing up a storm, not that I couldn't probably filter a lot of that as well, but I think that's because of the YouTube rules rather. All right, so let's take a look here of the recent past for you, collective. I'm hoping for a blessed reading today, hoping for something of a high vibration for us all, right? So yeah, in the recent past, you were in the harvest mode, the number 9, near completion. The bringing in the harvest, the things that are dead around you. You knew that you had to plow over the field so that you could plant something new, plant the new seeds and start something new. So because you knew that it was for you, the highest good, not only for your highest good, but for your soul level. Here we have your soul ready to dance and celebrate in her complete nakedness of here, and listening to her higher self, knowing that the things that around her are dead and of no use, but opening her mind at a higher consciousness to this. Here we have number 11 with the Oak Man, understanding that you are one with the all things, how energy is, everything is energy, how we are connected to the plants, the trees, the animals around us, in the sky itself, right? You're finally seeing images, perhaps dreams or nightmares, however you want to perceive it, but you're feeling that energy that yes, we are all connected, we are all energy, and everything we do has an effect on not only ourselves, on our environment around us, the plants, the animals around us, but in the other dimensions, past, present, future, other timelines as well. And yes, it's all three here as your body, mind, and soul, all realizing this and coming together and speaking as one, no longer being like that of three different separate people almost. Your body, mind, and soul perhaps weren't in balance, and now that you've are coming together in balance now in the present. Number 7, a divine number. Perhaps you are coming in your truth. Sylvania's here is about removing the mask and having the courage and the strength to listen to your true intuition and not evading yourself, not evading the truth, not trying to push aside the real truth and just give hints of truth, perhaps, in your speaking, in your environment, whatever that is, even if it's to yourself. You're removing the mask so you can face yourself, be in true authenticity without the double-edged sword. Here, you're embracing it and accepting it for what it is, and if you need to, if the words are sharp, then so mote it be. And hear about the things, those are watching you, people around you watching you, especially other dimensions are watching you shine your light. Your counterpart here is coming up with, yes, in the recent past, they have been the soul shrinker. Perhaps they were part of the gossip, part of the speaking ill of yourself or others, or this connection. Perhaps your counterpart was speaking ill of other persons. They were in a lower vibration then, and they, perhaps some of this is even speaking ill of themselves, not having the self-confidence to step up into that higher realm, that higher vibration. And here we have the number 3 card. 48 breaks to a 3 in the collective of pixies. This reminds me of the souls themselves celebrating, dancing, being free with themselves, to be vulnerable at their very bare self, being naked in nature, not literally but figuratively. We have laws here. 21, number 3, breaks to a 3. This fairy that was kissed by a pixie, and this is your counterpart believing in magic, believing in possibilities, believing of the other realms, because they've seen so many other dimensions now in their dreams, their visions that Spirit has sent them, that they're beginning to believe in this connection, in you, because they see you vibrating so high, your light is so bright, and they just felt before perhaps that they weren't worthy of someone so beautiful, someone so vibrant, but they see you just radiating your light, your unconditional love. They express their gratitude to Spirit, to you, for you. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so here we have the energy for yourself is the 8 of Cups. You have lost a lot of love, but better to have loved than and lost than to never have loved before. For some of you, yes, your person that was your divine counterpart has not, perhaps that person at that time, the one that had your blueprint, the one that came here and reincarnated with the blueprint for you, it has changed. Yes, maybe for some of you it has. And Spirit's saying condolences. Stop crying over spilt milk and move forward. We don't have time to pout. My spirit guides are getting a little assertive, not only with myself, but in the channelings. So yeah, welcome to my world. But they're saying that yes, but some of you have had to change, but accept it what it is. Spirit has blessed you with something far better than you could have ever imagined. They've taken that SIM card, that blueprint, however you want to reference it, the other half of your soul, and placed it in another avatar, another face per se, right? And so that you can still hold on to hope and continue your journey, that energy you're giving your energy to, towards the one that you see in the 5D, the one that you've been waiting for, working towards, doing the work, the one that helps you heal up to this point. You've already stepped up to the High Priestess. You've already stepped up to the Empress, all 4 queens in one, right? Well, Spirit is blessing you for all the work you've done, for the honest, unconditional love you've shown this person that has still not stepped up. Their Spirit is saying, don't worry, we have you. We are giving you something far better than you could have imagined. It's still going to be a twin flame, but their partner didn't perhaps step up to the plate either. Perhaps their partner was still in toxicity, drug addictions, alcoholism, abusive, whatever the case be, narcissism, I just heard. But some of those now fit. They are holding that SIM card, that blueprint for your soul. So now you're, yes, meeting a new face in your 5D visions, in your 9D visions, whatever dimension you're traveling to in your sleep state, in your daydreams. Know that Spirit has got your back, that this new person is meant for you. Other people might refer to it as the other person, per se, is a false twin, or maybe they refer to it as a catalyst. I just heard but know that Spirit has you, and they are looking out for your highest good to move you forward in your journey, your soul purpose, and ultimate task here is for you to love yourself, to shine your light, to get into soul purpose. And Spirit can't emphasize enough that you need to step up your game. You need to, now is the time. Spirit's saying now is the time to step into your soul purpose. Start taking each day one step at a time towards your soul purpose, helping others in your journey. Once you've come to this point of Empress, of High Priestess, as you ascend in your awakeness, then you need to help others in that journey, give them the help up, extend that unconditional love for others that are suffering from not understanding where you were like a year ago, 2 years ago. Help those come forward in understanding this journey. And so yes, the Spirit's saying step it up. Now is the time. It's no time like the present. Not only is no time like the present, but there's no time to waste. The time is urgent for you to start being in your soul purpose. And again, I said this felt more like the Knight of Wands, but in reality here you're stepping it up today. Knight of Wands, the King of Wands, rather, sitting in your throne, embracing this new energy from Spirit that is all around you. Your spirit guides are loving you, hugging you, holding you, to get you to that next level, to get you into soul purpose in your mission. And as you hold true to this staff, it says that you, yes, at a soul level, you really want to be in soul purpose. You're listening to your high, to telepathic communication. Know that telepathic communication is not with the old person. You may feel like it's still with the same person, but it's been moved because that blueprint, that, as I called SIM card, right, has been moved to another person. They have your number, so to speak. So that telecommunication is going to this new person, and perhaps you are, if you aren't already seeing visions of this new person, if this pertains to your situation, your person before was not stepping up. They were holding on to their toxic ways of life, their three-party situations, their drugs, their alcohol, whatever it was, right? For many, it was the three-party situations, their sex addictions, pornography, etc. They were not improving. They weren't willing to do the work. They took you as just a game. They didn't take you serious. They didn't see your worth. But you had done the work for over a year, maybe 2 years or more. For some of you, even more. And Spirit is finally removing that person and giving that new person the divine wish fulfillment. Someone of your equal alignment, I'm hearing, that is done the work as well, and their person didn't step up either. So this is still someone that understands the twin connection, the twin soul. This is just a soulmate connection, then it is. Most of these readings are based on twin soul connections. surrendering this connection, to surrendering this confusion. I just heard that you felt like this is twisting your mind around, trying to wrap your mind around this change for some of you. And for others of you, if you're new to the journey, you've just found this the channel because you're new to the actual journey itself. You just found out you were a twin. Perhaps you just recognized and are awakened just recently. Then this particular situation doesn't apply to you in the sense of a new person. Know that your twin is still the same person. If you've just begun your journey, you're still, growing, doing in the inner child work. Spirit says continue to surrender this journey to Spirit, regardless to what level we're at in this journey, that we need to continue to surrender to Spirit for our highest good, to move forward, to trust our intuition above all. Ask Spirit to show you with your intuition the signs of how you can, they're giving you visions of things that are occurring in your life or around you, and you need to ask Spirit to give you signs to understand if that's past, present, or future. Perhaps some of you, like myself, struggle with knowing when you receive these visions, are they something of an urgency? Are they something that's occurring in the future, something that's already occurred, something in the past, or something far off in the future? These visions you receive, Spirit is giving them to you for a reason, because you are a light worker, you are a star seed. And you're stepping up, you're growing as you ascend each death and rebirth. Once you've gone through that transformation in your death and rebirth, you continue to grow. You go through the next level, the tests that spirits give you to get you through that next gate, that next level. And that then you work with the gifts and the blessing Spirit gives you to allow you more growth, to give you more visions. But you have to allow and ask Spirit and be still in your mind. I keep hearing also to remind you to meditate daily, every morning and every night. You need to be still to listen to the guidance of your Spirit. If you're saying, oh, I don't get those visions, I don't get those messages that you get from Spirit, know that you have to meditate morning and night. You have to listen for Spirit and ask them to give you these visions. Ask them for guidance in your day-to-day movement of choices so that you can make the right choice. If you have questions of who, where, when, how, why, then ask your Spirit guides. They are there. They want you to ask. Here with the King of Pentacles, continue to ignore the karmic, the devil energy. Continue to ignore the other person that was no longer for you in the event that this is meant for you. Again, if you know who you are, Spirit sent you messages. You would have already been at an Empress or High Priestess energy, meaning that you were awakened. The veil was removed. Spirit saying that they know. So you know. And maybe some of you are ignoring that knowing, but you know. Because my Spirit guides are telling me, and Spirit guides don't lie. Right? So your counterpart here has the Wheel of Fortune, an end of an old cycle, especially regarding a three-party situation I just saw. But they've seen the light, they've seen the change, they've received these messages as well. For those of you, this is more the ones that either party, sorry, Spirit corrected me, either way, these counterparts already know at this point the importance of stepping up, the importance of the light, of listening to their guidance, because time is essential. A lot of things are changing, and yes, they had to choose. Many of them had to choose, even the ones that were in another situation that you, similar to yourself. If your blueprint, your SIM card, I refer to it as, but it was just to wrap my head around this change that came whipping in like that. It felt like a tornado hit, a tower moment after tower moment. It was that, yes, they too had another counterpart that was still holding on to toxicity, still holding on to third-party situations, still holding on to negativity from their counterpart. And so they, like you, have finally realized, Spirit's shown them this change in matrix. They need to choose correctly, and they had to make this choice. because they are the high priest, high priestess as you are. They are aligned with you, and trust the process. Spirit's saying trust the guidance, trust this process. For those of you that are before that level, just getting into your connection, just realizing you are a twin, realize then that you are still guided here for a reason, and that your person is still making a choice. Perhaps they're leaving a karmic, or they're choosing, if for some of them they might be choosing wrongly for a few times over. But know that we've been there, and if you have questions, feel free to ask, feel free to email, reach out to those of us in the collective or the tribe that want to help you in your journey. But remember to be in your high priestess mode. Do not reach out to your counterpart. Know that they will come to you, because if you're in high priestess, then you sit on your throne, you listen to the truth, listen for spiritual guidance, and allow that other counterpart to come to you. That they are being guided to you. They are being brought to you. They're bringing that blessing to you with the winds. The Page of Swords here is, yes, you need to continue in your mission, in your soul purpose, and it might be on your own, but move forward in truth. Truth to yourself, truth, you live your truth, walk your truth, and be in truth. The Devil energy here is, yes, there's very much passionate with this other counterpart. They are feeling the passion already, that flame, the passion that has been reignited like that. Spirit has already given them, that connection to you telepathically, the 5D, the 9D, wherever you visit in the astral realms of astral travels, they have already been there with you, and they are feeling the passion for you, and know that they are taming the dragon, per se. But they are making the wise choice, not a blind choice, but by spirit. They are following spiritual guidance regarding this decision. Your near future. Having the wisdom of the owl. Here, number 3, body, mind, and soul. Regardless, and a lot of this does have something to do with the moon's phase. So pay attention to the moon phases, the changes from the full moon to the new moon, and celebrate with the spirits regarding that energy. Listen to your higher self, your third eyes. See the visions that Spirit is sending you as truth. They're sending you these messages. Pay particular attention, like razor-like focus, to these dream states that you're in. That when you have these dreams, pay attention to every detail I just heard. Not only metaphorical meanings behind them, but the literal meanings behind every vision, every dream, because Spirit is working with you with the wisdom of the owl card here, showing you your every move. 33 here is about the magic. Know and believe in your magic. Believe in yourself. Know that you are a master manifester as well, that you are a co-creator, that when you speak, your words are manifesting your reality. And here with the number 5, you are making the change that you want to see in the world. Unconditional love, unconditional passion as well. But you are a co-creator. Again, you're a manifester. And know that you are creating the changes around you. So be careful and pay attention to the details of your thoughts. Pay attention to the details of your words. And have love for one another, and show love and compassion for one another, for your highest good. Listen carefully to your highest good self. Your counterpart here is going beyond change here. Number 6 and the number 6 and the number 2, going with the flow, being guided, and vision quest. So let's start with the flow card, because that's what I'm directed to do. Number 2, you and your counterpart need to, like the water, mixing with 2 bottles of water, or 2 elements of water coming together. You need to flow. Go with the flow with this. Know that Spirit has your highest good in its intent, and is looking out for your highest good. But hang on. And then near future, the next few weeks, next 2 weeks, I'm hearing still, the next 2 weeks, a lot is going to be happening, a lot of darkness around you in your environment, those around you, other people, person, places, things are going to be changing. Again, with the wind current, the wind changing and the currents are turbulent. It still reminds me of storms, but stay the course, stay and go with the flow of this energy. Trust that Spirit has, this is your counterpart, mind you, they're going to trust their spiritual guidance as well. And they have this staff, reminds me of when you go on a hike or you go on a walk, your journey, you take this staff to help you guide you on where you're walking, your footing, to make sure you have stable footing, stable footing, yeah, where you're walking is cleared of debris. You're listening and seeing, you're listening to your higher self and seeing things with your third eye. Pay attention to those because they are the change that's in front of you. Spirit's guiding you along. They're giving you this staff of your third eye, these visions, so that you can gain that stability and balance as you journey and go through your vision quest, your journey. Number 6, again, is the step past change, is embrace this and allow Spirit to just and help you to feel alive again. It's like that vibrant sunshine, the ecstasy is what I just heard. It's that ecstasy feeling, to dance in the sun, dance in the rain, but embrace this vision quest moment where Spirit is talking to you, to meditate with Spirit in your quiet time and hear the messages they're giving you so they can give you the guidance of what's next, what's ahead. Okay, let's get clarification, please. Spirit with true, precise messages. I just got nauseous. So some of the visions I've been getting, and if some of you have been getting visions lately of storms, of things that, Mother Earth crying and Father Sky getting upset, or the ocean being angry, whatever it is to you, if you've had visions, comment below. Some of the visions that I have had is anything from a earthquake to dams, levees breaking, flooding, tornadoes, mudslides, and I did see this morning the mudslide did take occurrence in the state of Washington, USA. I think the other day, evidently. I just saw it this morning when I was Googling it, because I kept getting these visions regarding these images. So I'm not saying, certainly not sounding an alarm or being an alarmist, not even not trying to predict anything, just saying these are some of the visions that I've been getting. So if you've been getting some of the same, feel free to comment. All right, let's clarify, please, Spirit, for the collective. Thank you. And could we clarify, please, for the counterparts? Let's use this group. Flipped one over and not the other. That's weird. For near future, please, Spirit. Justice. 5 of Pentacles in the Queen. For your counterpart in the near future, we'll take it. Oh, nice. Alright, so that's always nice. You're starting the day off with celebration. Actually, quite good. Look at all the pentacles. When I do a career reading, we don't get that many pentacles. Sorry. All right, Six of Wands coming up with celebration. This is going to give you cause for celebration today. Again, with this change, this revelation, this revolution, however you want to refer to it, is, even though it says revolution, I get in my mind, I see revelations. Don't know why. Things that are coming to make change, things that are coming in like a lightning bolt. To me, this eclipse reminds me of a rare occurrence, but a lightning bolt coming in, and like change. Lightning bolt is like a gift from spirit saying, boom, we're giving you a gift and giving you something that's going to be a cause for celebration. And what is that cause of celebration? Yeah, I should have seen this coming. I didn't realize that this went to that, but we'll take it, whatever. Remember what we said was, yeah, you have lost some love, you've lost situations, you've lost money, your home, perhaps your jobs, but know that this was for your highest good, and it will give you a reason to celebrate. Just trust the process. Trust Great Spirit. They have your highest good in mind. Queen of Pentacles, putting the work in. The King of Wands here, sitting in the throne, being wrapped with his new uprooted belief system, telepathically communicating with the divine counterparts, whether that's the new person or other, and believing this. And he has here his staff, just as we saw in your near future representation, right? And holding true to that, to guide him along the way, holding true. To me, this seems like it's his guidance, his spiritual guidance from divine spirit. And Queen of Pentacles being very grounded, working on her pentacles, glowing from the inside out, because the peacock energy always reminds us of, they strut their stuff there with their chest all puffed out, because they know their beauty is from within. They know that they're beautiful within their being, that they just are just as they are. They don't have to try to be beautiful. They just know they are. And that's how this Queen of Pentacles comes across, is she's grounded, working on her pentacles, but she radiates from the heart center, her beauty, because we have so much green here. It's her heart chakra is wide open with unconditional love. Here, surrendering to spirit, clarified by the Four of Pentacles. Four is divine protection and stability. And your stability is divinely protected by spirit, allowing you to hold on to some earthly, what will help you to maintain your earthly stability. If you hear my dogs barking, I apologize. They're probably barking at the neighbor, who knows. King of Cups, here filling his own cup of self-love, tipping the toes in the waters, right? Even though there's been a change for some of us not, but either way, holding true to this connection, filling our own cup of love, holding on again with the staff. The staff here is our guidance, our spiritual guidance from our spirit guides, guiding us in this journey, but yet keeping our toes tipped in the emotional aspect of it, our emotional intelligence, coming from not only an intellectual, but heart center place. The heart center here, you have the emblem here, or whatever that is. It's a necklace with the green wrap around him, right? Green representing the heart chakra. So here we have the Two of Pentacles, realizing that Spirit is gifting you this. It's coming from the divine. This pentacle here is falling from the sky. This rainbow is the promise of after every storm is the rainbow. And Spirit is letting you know that you've come so far and you've grown so much with your unconditional love for this person. This still wasn't perhaps stepping up, releasing toxicity. That Spirit is blessing you with this gift of someone that has done the work, someone that has stepped up their game and done the work and are in alignment, thank you, Spirit, with you, with your energy. For others of you, this is knowing that Spirit is still gifting you that special person. Your ship is coming in that will make you feel youthful, like a child again. Those that have to ignore the toxicity, ignore the other person, ignore the karmic energy, and not to be greedy, but to come from a heart center place of unconditional love for yourself and for your counterpart, whomever that be. And your Four of Swords here is, yes, you've pulled the swords out of your heart and healed. You're laying here healing with that, looking up for spiritual guidance, knowing that this is for your highest good. This was meant to bring you into your soul purpose and your mission to catapult you forward, right? And that there's no need to be defensive regarding the situation. It comes from a place of heart and groundedness, or you're being very grounded with this red, that's your base chakra being grounded. And so his hand here today reminds me of them taking their hand off the sword, knowing he's grounded through spirit and not needing to be defensive because spirit has his back. In your near future, you have the owl, the rainbow, and the magic. And knowing that justice is here regarding being left out in the cold, but know that there's communication coming in soon regarding this divine gift, this light beam coming in from spirit that's kept the two of you, the two people apart, was for your own good. And know that spirit is blessing with you something far better than you could have ever imagined, because justice is here, because you have done the light, the work. But I'm reminded of the rainbow of light, meaning unconditional love. And here you are filling your cup of self-love, Queen of Cups. You're stepping into your power. You're draped in gold. You've received that lightning bolt moment of the aha. Spirit's got something different in mind. No wonder, now you're receiving the messages about this change occurring. Your counterpart is, whether it's depends on where your position is, because I have new waivers in this collective, Spirit says, and I have some that are, the Empress and High Priestess level in this collective or tribe. So either end of the scale, know that you are speaking telepathically to the person meant for you. Telepathically, you are filling your own cup of self-love, nurturing the counterpart, and for the greatest good, so that you can move forward, because the Wheel of Fortune is here to move forward with you. And here we have, I'm going to set this aside for a second and see where that falls. Two of Wands, yeah, the one that maybe he chose wrong before, or maybe this is the one that had to make that choice just like you did to move forward. But coming forward with this Page of Pentacles, also shining their light from within, holding on to their pentacles. He might be a page, but it resembles the same energy here of the peacock to peacock, the green and the gold, holding on to the pentacle, right? Being grounded, and it's directly under it. So perhaps they're just as confused as you of this new change in Wands here, but they are coming forward because someone else cut out things that no longer served them, whether this was you or your counterpart, them or their counterpart. But there's a Queen of Swords here that came forward with truth and enlightenment, that aha moment from spiritual guidance, saying, no, you need to stop, rethink, and let's move some puzzle pieces around and make this work for your highest good, Miss High or Mr. High Priest, High Priestess here, stepping into their power, the Knight of Pentacles, moving forward. And yeah, they may have had a few second glances back, but they're ready to move forward in their pentacles, in their stability, and they're draped in green, meaning their heart chakra is wide open with unconditional love for that energy, the connection, that soul partner. And which causes a tower moment for those that they're leaving, and a tower moment for the ones you've had to leave. But either way, this tower moment was meant to happen so that we can move forward in soul purpose. And this is you or your counterpart needs to move forward to Page of Swords in soul purpose. Spirit is sending you messages regarding this passion, regarding this. I'm not getting this. This devil is showing up as a devil card, but I'm getting it as sexual or sensual passion, because Spirit's saying the flame has been reignited, thanks Spirit, reignited with this new blueprint, this new card, however you want to phrase it, this new person, that your passion, has been reignited for this other person now. And Spirit is here to give you the message regarding that, letting you know that yes, this will balance you, this will come to fruition, that you've done the work and Spirit is blessing you with because of it. Yes, you had to make a decision from guidance. You chose correctly and you're being blessed again with the Queen of Pentacles here. They in the near future have a choice that had to be made. This counterpart, whether it's the old counterpart or the new one, but okay, Spirit's saying this is the new because that already happened. So this going forward this gets confusing to explain. Spirit just keeps speaking as though it's already happened. So for those that are the Empress or the High Priestess, this has already occurred. So yeah, your new person had to make a choice. That they had to choose a path also, just as you did. You had to choose. Spirit asked you in some form of fashion if you want to walk away from that other person that wasn't stepping up, that wasn't doing the work. And so did their Spirit guides ask them, are you staying the course, or are you accepting this new person that we're removing? So they've made the decision and choice. There was a death to the old connection. And yes, it caused some heartbreak, but they're healing from it and moving forward because they know it's for their highest good. So what do you need to work on? Spirit wants you to know. Okay. Was it going to? Yeah, to find a balance. Which is why we needed, again, with the earth colored or earth tone candle, was because you need to be grounded. So find a balance regarding this change. It may feel like you're in a whirlwind. It may feel like you've gone through what do you call those? Twisters, right? Because it, like, you're not sure if you're coming or going anymore. Are you with this person or that person? Because when you close your eyes in the 5D, the 9D, you're seeing a new face. Because and feeling that same energy that you felt, but with a different person. And Spirit's saying, find balance. Seek the truth from your spirit guides. Seek truth from your spirit guides because, yes, it was all energy. Remember that we are all energy. So that piece of energy, that energetic connection that went to the other half of your soul was moved. And I don't know why we're still on that. We just need to accept it, Spirit says, and move forward because there was a transformation made regarding this. You had a death and rebirth of your soul. They've had a death and a rebirth of their soul. They too have gone through this transformation, this change, because it was for everyone's highest good so that people could get into soul purpose and into mission. Daydreams and decisions. Again, with the daydreams, as you are seeing this new person, if this is pertinent to you, if this is something that has occurred within your connection, then you have seen the dreams in your visions, and you had to make that decision. It wasn't one that was pressed upon you. That's what they said. That's what they said. It's a number 4 for stability, 2 for partnerships, but we have 2 7s here. Oh, that's cool. So your ancestors that are around you. Ooh, that was a heavy channel. So introspection, yeah, go within. Everything starts within. New perspectives. Yeah, this will definitely. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it's quite the mind fuck. Sorry. I'll probably get banned from YouTube. Introspection. Spirit path of the West. New perspective. Number 3, body, mind, and soul. This is definitely giving you a new perspective of where you're going, where you've been, all you've gone through. But on the other hand, Spirit's saying that it should have given you hope. It did. It does. It gives us realize that the efforts we've done have not been in vain, because this new person, this, even though it's the same energy, the same blueprint, they've done the work as well. And so you're still in your connection. You're still to that energy. So if you need to, Spirit's recommending, or your ancestors that are around you, retreat. Go in hermit mode. Go within and take a break and meditate. Don't just go off, sleep it off, but go within and meditate and ask for spiritual guidance. Ask for the visuals. You may be surprised how many visuals you get, but Spirit's saying ask for a visual reassurance and about this new unity. These also with the bear here is about hermit mode, but going within, it's also very earthly and grounded energy. It's also a Virgo energy to me. But West, recuperation, go within, rest, and ask Spirit again for your guidance through meditation and through your creativity. If you get some of your visuals or visions, perhaps take the time to do some drawing or music, something that's more of the creative art side for yourself. And dreams, listen and pay special attention to the dream state. Number 3, body, mind, and soul. Your spirit guides that are around you. It's gathering your tribe. Exactly. So for many of you, yes, you need to step into soul purpose and into your mission. Many of you may have. Perhaps some of you have a YouTube channel, a Patreon, Vimeo, whatever they're called. Maybe you just post on Facebook groups. But whatever your tribe is, gather your tribe, start your channel to help others in the same level of your journey or just behind you. So you'll be just ahead. So you'll be helping those that are new wavers, those coming up behind you, to coach them, to help them, to lead them in this journey. So you can teach them to get into soul purpose and into mission. And yes, it does require Sweat Lodge here requires you go within and meditate and go on that vision quest. Be motivated to get into soul purpose. Spirit is sending you signs and synchronicities all around you. Okay, I guess we're taking those. Falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. So know that this new situation is going to be healed. You'll feel the same energy. Spirit just keeps saying it's the same energy. Knowledgeable, experienced. Reminds me of the movie Face Off. I know that's probably from like the 80s. Sorry. Aging myself. But it might be from the 80s. It was a movie called Face Off, where it was the same guy, but he got somebody else's face, and then he went and was pretending to be that person. And in this situation, it's not that you're pretending to be that person. Or they aren't, rather. It's that energy is going to feel the same, but have a different face. Knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, unemotional. And yeah, with the wise owl here reminds me of a sage, someone very spiritual, someone very much in tune to their belief and their inner intuition. And get advice from someone professional and objective, public speaking, unemotional relationships. And yes, I'm reminded with this card regarding the unemotional would be that we do need to remain be detached from them. Remember, we can't be codependent on our counterpart. If you're codependent on them, then you certainly are not at the Empress or High Priestess level yet, because we have to release and surrender any codependencies before we can ascend further. All right, and 6 of Winter here. Positive changes are on their way. A welcome relief from troubled times. Traveling or relocating is in the midst. Many of you, yes, you will be relocating or what was the other word? Traveling. Sorry. These are the goddesses around you. And home, speaking of relocating, home is changing, but this person, that energy is home to you. You will be home to them. They're going to feel at home when they feel your energy. And for those of you, we feel them in the 5D, the 9D, and they still feel at home. You feel like you've known them forever. When you meet them face to face, again, it's going to be like when you've met your first person. It's going to feel like you've known them many lifetimes, because it's that energy. It's the blueprint, the other half of your soul. Your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. And how many times in a row have we gotten that card not realizing what it, perhaps the depth of the meaning, right? An angel of guidance, a renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. Angel of relaxation, let go of desired outcomes and you will get what you want. You don't have to manifest this because it's already on its way. This change was for your highest good. Spirit has already guided this to you. It's already in the works. Again, like I said, you would have already felt this change. Unless you're watching this a year from when it's videoed, then perhaps there's another change taking place. This is not the first time Spirit's made this change. Yesterday's video, I think it was, I did link Hawk Intuition. She posted something about her divine counterpart ended up being a catalyst. My spiritual guidance is that it's the same idea, same, just different labels. Same with other people that are referring to someone as a false twin. It's just a different label, but same energy. It's just stating that however someone wants to verbalize it is up to them. But my spirit guides are saying it's pretty much the same idea, not all these different things. We still only have the one twin in the sense of energy, right? But that energy gets moved from a person if the other one isn't fulfilling their contract when they reincarnated here. If that person isn't stepping up, if they're not stepping out of their toxicity or away from their karmic time and time again, when Spirit had said over and over, time is of the essence. How many times did in November, December, did all the readers state time is now? Before the end of the year, people need to leave behind toxicity, leave behind their karmic situations, right? And the Spirit meant it. They weren't playing. So the change was made. If they didn't listen, they have their own karma, whatever, to deal with now. However that plays out for them. All right, so this is what I have for you. As complicated as that was, I hope you have a blessed day. Namaste.